Good evening. My name is Tevin Davis, and today I will be talking to you all about the lies we tell. Lies have become such an intricate and prominent part of our society today. You quite literally cannot go outside without seeing or hearing a lie take place at some given time. In my Focus Inquiry class, we read a narrative, excellently written narrative, by Mark Twain, titled On the Decay of the Art of Lying. Now, in this narrative, Twain goes on to describe the many forms of lies that overtake society today. There are some lies that we tell because we need to fulfill our social needs and demands. There are judicious lies that we tell, which we tell those because the truth simply is not as beneficial as it would be if we were to tell the lie. He even goes on to describe that the clothes that we wear and the makeup that we put on is a form of lying because it is a fabrication of ourselves. We have learned how to take lies and to mold them and to craft them so that they can benefit us, to lessen the severity of what they truly are, and to make them as insignificant as possible so we can use them at any time that we need them in order to benefit from that. I'd like to tell you a story. In the early 2000s, I was about 6 or 7 years old. We went right here in Richmond on Dumbarton to an annual yard sale that they have. They have a huge collective yard sale. Hundreds of people are there. The sun was blazing, sweat was rolling, my mom and grandmother running around the table, getting things ready for our own yard sale. Upon doing this, a few minutes, hours, whatever passed, and I went to the cooler to go get me something to drink. It was a very hot day. Upon me going down there to get something out of that cooler, I could feel someone's presence over me. So I stand up, and there are two boys standing behind me. I was frightened. I'm in a place I don't know where I am. I don't know who's around me. I don't know who these people are. And I look at the boys. They introduce themselves. We talk for a little bit, and then they proceed to tell me, or ask me rather, did I want to go to their house to play with them, which was right through a little patch of trees in a suburb right across the way. So I went to my mother and I said, I just met two great guys and they want me to go play with them. And I'm only 6 or 7. I was bored at this flea market. I think I would like to go play with the boys. The world stopped and my mother looked at me and told me no, as any mother would. I went back to the boys, I looked them in their face and I said, she said yes. I proceeded to walk with the boys without looking back. I walked with them through the woods, went to their house. When I entered their house, their 6-foot father walks up to me and asks me who I am and where did I come from. I then told him that I went to school with the boys, which was an obvious lie because we were very different ages, very different heights. Without another word, their father proceeded about his day, we proceeded about ours. We went down the hall, we started playing video games. About 4 hours went by and a girl came over. She walked down the hall and she said she was having a birthday party next door and she wanted us to come over and be there with her. Obviously, they knew the girl. She looked at me at that moment and said, oh my goodness, you're the boy from the news. At this moment, we walked out of the house, went next door, and as you might imagine, I crashed the party when I entered. All the adults looked at me and the very face that they were looking at was the same face flashing across their TV screen. As it goes, I had been missing for 4 hours and a rescue team had been looking for me. They were diving in creeks, looking through woods, and searching everywhere as my frantic mother sat there helplessly waiting for them to bring me back. The adults called the police. The police came to pick me up and they took me back to my mom and I was in her arms once again. So the moral of the story is we need to tell the truth. No matter how insignificant the lie may seem to you, any lie that we tell can be detrimental to society. The truth is what we need. The truth will set us free. And then and only then can we truly make America great again. Again, I am Tevin Davis, and I thank you for your time.